415 WPV module and bracket installation. Position bracket angle iron 1 and 5 on the rear of PV module. Secure with 8 sets of M8 outer hexagon bolt through mounting holes. Install the support edge on one side with bracket angle iron 2 and 3. Secure bracket 3 using M8 bolts and nuts. Mount bracket angle iron 2 and 3 on the opposite side in the same way. Ensure both brackets maintain identical angles. Install the final bracket angle iron 5. Rotate the PV module assembly with the glass surface facing upward. Drill mounting holes at positions 2 and 4 on the ground contact side of bracket angle iron 2. Secure using M8 by 100 expansion anchor bolts. Connect the male and female MC4 terminals on the PV module rear for series connection. Repeat the process to link additional PV modules. The PV module frame has 8 grounding holes, 2 at each corner. Grounding method: 1. Use M4 by 16 bolts with grounding wires. Grounding method 2. Use M8 by 25 bolts with grounding wires on bracket angle iron 1. Grounding between PV module is achieved using connecting cables. Equipment installation. Unpack the inverter, MPPT controller, and DC distribution box. Place the MPPT controller against wall, level with spirit level. Mark 4 mounting holes. Drill on marks. Insert expansion pipe. Secure with self-tapping screws. Remove 2 side panel screws on DC distribution box and remove the panel. Place the box against wall, level with spirit level. Mark mounting holes. Drill on marks. Insert expansion pipe. Secure with self-tapping screws. Place the inverter against wall, level with spirit level, mark mounting holes. Drill on marks. Insert expansion pipe. Secure with self-tapping screws. All equipment installed. PV cable connection. Connect PV array to DC box with PV cables 1 and 2. The pin end connects to PV circuit breaker in DC box. Connect DC box to the MPPT controller with PV cables 3 and 4. One end connects to PV terminal in DC box. Open MPPT controller cover. The other end connects to PV port on the MPPT controller. Battery cable connection. Connect the battery to DC box with battery cables 5 and 6. Tube terminal connects to BATI port in DC box. Lug terminal to BATI port on the battery. Connect DC box to the MPPT controller and inverter with battery cables 7 and 8. One end connects to BATI circuit breaker in DC box. Tube terminal on 610mm squared cable connects to BAT port on the MPPT controller. Lug terminal on 1025mm squared cable connects to BAT port on the inverter. A C-line connection. Plug appliances into inverter output for power. System debugging. Turn on BAT circuit breaker in DC box. Check voltage with multimeter. Press switch to start the inverter. Then turn on PV circuit breaker in DC box. PV module powers controller. The LCD shows PV data and icons.